In the world of anime, epic battles push characters to their limits. How did it change your perspective on struggle and triumph? Well, hello there, my charming collection of sentient beings. I come to you today not as a bearer of news, but as a purveyor of tales from the one place where melodrama meets muscle, the grand theater of anime, where epic battles make gladiators look like they're in a tiff over who took the last donut. Anime is brimming with battles that could leave even the Greek gods scrolling through their divine DVRs for another watch. Here are a few clashes that have become the stuff of legend, the kind that have fans debating and cosplayers perspiring in their armor. Today's yarn spins around a clash not seen since ketchup fought mustard for dominance over hot dog kingdom. That's right, I'm talking about our very own capillary-popping prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta, and his celestial waltz with that cat-like conundrum, Bills, god of destruction. It's like a high-stakes game of who can make the universe their yoga mat. Now, if Vegeta's fury were a pastry, it would be a steaming hot cross bun, so much spicier when you're thinking about nibbling on divine justice. As he stood there, letting out screams that would give opera singers vocal envy, we learned something profound. Sometimes your Achilles heel can become your Air Jordans, and for Vegeta, it certainly did. First, let's talk about Naruto vs Sasuke. Naruto. This enduring rivalry brought us several scuffles, but their final valley duel was like watching fire and ice decide to resolve their differences with a fist fight. Another legend is Goku vs Frieza. Dragon Ball Z, the gold standard of drawn-out anime dust-ups. This fight had more punches than a high school prom and stretched longer than a Monday morning meeting. Don't miss Ichigo vs Aizen. Bleach, the culmination of plot twists and power-ups. This battle was like a game of supernatural chess where each piece transformed into a sword-swinging maniac. Gaming battles are the narrative peak of their respective series, each one a gauntlet that our heroes run through or stumble over on their path to growth and self-discovery. They're visceral, flashy, and usually served with a side dish of philosophical pondering that'll have you nursing a thought hangover the next day. Good example is All Might vs All for One. My Hero Academia, a battle so epic, it made every other superhero conflict look like a disagreement in a library over the last comic book. Another good example is Spike vs Vicious Cowboy Bebop, a jazzy noir throwdown that was more personal than an insult about your mother's meatloaf. It was a symphony of bullets and betrayal. Next, let's talk about Simon vs Lord Gnome Gurren Lagann, where giant robot punches carried enough emotional weight to make you think your own heart was being mech piloted. Don't forget Gon vs Neferpitou, Hunter x Hunter, heart-wrenching, rage-fueled battle that made us ask deep questions, like, are there tissues that can withstand the flood of my tears? The last one is Homura vs Walpurgisnacht Puella Magi Madoka Magica, magical girls' time-looping quest culminating in a showdown that redefines dedication and desperation. Now, if Vegeta's fury were a pastry, it would be a steaming hot cross bun, so much spicier when you're thinking about nibbling on divine justice. As he stood there, letting out screams that would give opera singers vocal envy, we learned something profound. Sometimes your Achilles heel can become your Air Jordans, and for Vegeta, it certainly did. This fisticuffs wasn't just about who could make the other eat stardust, it was more like intergalactic Jeopardy with biceps. Vegeta's rage against Bill's stoicism is the stuff of legends. It's like if Twitter feuds had the budget of a blockbuster movie. It's a cosmic lemonade stand where pride's not the only thing getting squeezed. The scribblers of these animated operas, our tireless creators, paint these pictures with a palette that includes every shade of oops, I broke physics again. It's whispered through the grapevines that one writer came up with an antagonist after his blender went rogue. Talk about pureeing your way to the top. But that's anime for you. It's like learning life lessons without realizing you've enrolled in the school of hard knocks and cool socks. It's the philosophical equivalent of finding out the fortune cookie's prophecies are predictions for the next episode. He who stands tall today may need to duck tomorrow's low-flying spaceship. So, what bouncing brawl of the animated kind has etched itself onto the inner walls of your cranium? Was there a volcanic eruption of enlightenment amidst the symphony of smacks, or perhaps you gleaned the secret to existential peace between one Kamehameha and the next final flash? Chew on that, let it simmer in the stew of your mind grapes, and when you're ready, pour us a glass of your thoughts. Because, dear listeners, as we roll the dice in the grand game of existence, those spirit bomb-sized epiphanies from our anime escapades are the true trophies on our life's mantelpiece. And with that, I bid you adieu. Keep your gravity chambers tuned to challenge and don't let the kaiju bite. there's always another round in the grand tournament of not just life, but late-night shenanigans as well. Good night, everybody. Before we out, I leave you with this thought too. Ponder how would our everyday challenges change if we approached them with the same resilience and fervor of our favorite anime heroes.